7 years ago, I hit publish my very first novel. It wasn't perfect. In fact, it was full of mistakes. But I did something most people never do. I tried. Better to have something than nothing. Because once you have something, you can shape it, refine it, and grow with it. This is the story of my self-publishing journey from failure to rebrand, to why 2025 feels like my rebirth as a writer. Back in 2018, I just wanted to put something out into the world. I thought I was ready. I wanted proof that I could write, that I could publish, that my words belonged somewhere outside my head. But here's the truth. I didn't know my characters yet. My story wasn't fully formed the way I thought at the age of 19. The vision for my series The Shadow I Cast and beyond wasn't complete. And so, what I created didn't feel worthy of all the support I was getting, because I knew I could have delivered a better start if I had just had a little more patience with the process of crafting a story before packaging it for the world. But even in that imperfection, there was progress. Putting something into the world, flawed, unfinished, raw, still meant I was further than those who only dream of writing but never try. Writers are told again and again, just get something onto the page. Only then will you have something to work with. And that's exactly what I did. It wasn't polished, but it was real. It was mine. A piece of me made visible. But that decision came with consequences. Readers could see the cracks, the quality issues, the uneven story, the lack of depth. It all gave my book the exact reputation self-publishing is criticized for, and carrying that weight as both the writer and the publisher was heavy. I felt exposed, like I had proven the skeptics right. But in hindsight, that sting became fuel. I revised endlessly, trying to fix the cracks. I paid the wrong editors, wasting a lot of time and money and energy that could have been put towards pivoting into a whole new story. And every time I thought I had it right, I'd realize I was still missing the bigger vision. But in retrospect, these mistakes became my teachers. I learned that writing isn't just about words on a page. It's alive. Every character carries fragments of me, my fears, my hopes, my questions. Writing became a mirror of my truth, and without clarity of vision, that mirror stayed foggy. However, I had already written another book for a parallel series, and even drafted book 2 of the masterpiece. But over those 7 years, I couldn't move forward. Deep down, I knew my first novel wasn't giving what it needed to give, as the beginning of my series, and as a portal into the universe I'm building. Until that foundation was right, nothing else could stand on it. Fast forward to 2025, the year everything finally clicked. In numerology is my personal year 1, a cycle of new beginnings in a universal year of 9, a time of release and rebirth. For me, it felt like shedding old skin. The doubts, the failed attempts, the endless revisions, I could finally see them for what they were. Lessons. And with that weight lifted, I stepped into clarity. It felt like the first page of a brand new chapter. I realized I wasn't wrong for publishing when I did. That version of me needed to take that leap, to put the imperfect version out into the world. Without that, I wouldn't have the clarity I do now. Besides, Les Brown said, when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. After exploring another book project, I saw my universe with new eyes. I knew what my stories needed to become, and I knew I had to rebrand. At the start of this year, I got brutally honest with myself. What wasn't working? Where was I stuck? And what tools could help me stay consistent? That's when I started incorporating AI, not to replace me, but to assist me, to keep me accountable, to sharpen my focus, to help me execute. There were many areas in my writing that were weak, for example, dialogue and crafting characters that felt real. So I created prompts and answered questions ChatGPT gave me to reframe how I was tackling my story, especially from Act 2, where I felt my conflict and climax was extremely weak. There's controversy around this, I know, but here's how I see it. AI can't replace a creator's soul. It can't feel, it can't dream the way I dream, it can't see the story the way I do. But it can help me organize, speed up, and keep going. And in this season of my life, that has been invaluable. And yet, even now, I'm still learning. I still struggle with marketing, with getting my stories in front of the people who need them. But I'm showing up anyway, because the writer's journey isn't about having it all figured out. It's about becoming, and from recent events, returning to rediscover who you've always been. And finally, one of the biggest shifts I've had on this journey is forging my mindset. My mistakes weren't failures, they were fuel, stepping stones, each building my path forward to now, a result I am proud of, even though I know I'm still scratching the surface of my potential. So here it is, the rebrand, a stronger entry point into the African-futurism universe I am building, a clearer story starting my protagonist Callista's self-discovery journey and others in an Egyptian-inspired spiritual fantasy sci-fi novel, a cover that speaks the vision I always carried but couldn't yet articulate. This isn't just a new look, it's a fresh start with a vision that continues to get clearer. Whispers of the Six is now available on Amazon, and if you're in the UK, you can order from my website. Looking back, I wouldn't change a thing. Every mistake taught me, every setback shaped me, every wrong turn gave me direction. I'm grateful for this path because it allows me to continue my writer's journey on a higher level that has been transformational both publicly and privately, not just as a writer, but a creator building her life in alignment with her purpose. And in truth, this journey through self-publishing isn't supposed to be easy, it's supposed to build you. So what's next? I'm working on a new short story collection, 8 stories introducing new and already seen characters in new worlds, revealing more pieces of this African futurism universe I'm building. Think of it as the after credit scene in a Marvel movie, the promise of more to come. So if you're a writer, a reader, or someone building something of your own, subscribe. Let's walk this journey together, because what I've learned is this: it's better to try, to fail, and to keep creating than to never begin at all.